Hey, what's up, Ryder? This is 107.7 The Bronc, Punk with Ryan and Steve. How you guys doing tonight? Hope it's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome. It's Punk with Ryan and Steve.
That.
I know. Well, I'm just welcoming them myself. I'm Steve. You're Ryan.
I am.
And we've got a show.
We do, and I can't wait to get it started.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of news. Steve, you got that up right now?
Well, that's what she said.
Oh.
And my response is the same. No, not yet.
You've always been slow to get her up anyway.
It's slow and steady wins the race there.
All right, so...
But while I get my stuff together, Ryan, what's in the news?
All right, so I hope there's some Blink-182 fans out there. Because
I don't think those exist.
They don't?
Oh, I'm just...
After 2009, I guess not. Because I feel like I'm the last one.
The last remaining Blink survivor.
Yeah.
He's speaking to you from the depths of his Blink memories. Ryan Hanratty.
I blinked and they were gone.
That was a bad pun.
I know. All right, so Blink-182 announces a new EP release on December 18th. So it's going to be 5 songs, hopefully. According to Mark Hoppus, he told MTV that the EP will be something funny for the holidays. So expect some, well, we all know that one song.
Yeah, I'm thinking Happy Holidays, you blah.
And then, but there's also the other one that wasn't so dirty.
You're right.
I Won't Be Home for Christmas. I actually love that song.
That was a great track.
That was a good song.
And it's more radio friendly, you're right.
It is. And talks about being in jail and having not fun times.
So this EP will be Blink-182's first release since Neighborhoods, which was the album they released last year.
Yes, and no, was it 2 years already?
Or was it already 2 years ago?
I think it was.
Time sure does fly.
It really does.
But anyway, Blink, it's good to see them back in the studio after they took such a long break between albums, and now they've got another EP.
Well, it's actually funny that you say back in the studio. For Neighborhoods, they were never in the same studio.
Well, studios.
No,
they get around.
I'm saying that only because they don't want to be with each other.
Oh, that's true.
They're actually recording this in the same studio this time. This is going to be the first time they're doing that since the self-entitled album.
So before, the Neighborhoods was pretty much like the couple where they're not living together, but they're still together.
Yeah.
Now this is the album where they all moved back into the same apartment and they're one big happy family.
Yeah, as happy as Blink is.
It's going to be
with
nice.
Some dirty touching.
Nice and happy until someone throws a chair.
Yeah. Oh, I smell a good video.
But you said it was holiday themed is what it's supposed to be? Or holiday something holiday?
It says, Mark was telling MTV this is going to be something fun and funny for the holidays, but the music is the most important thing by far. And we truly are excited for the people to hear our new music. So, they're obviously excited about this, so let's hope the Blink fans are accepting of this. Because, I mean, that's one thing I always tend to stress. People don't like when bands change, but I honestly think it's necessary.
Yeah, no, I mean, it happens when bands are around for a long time.
Yes.
Like, think Green Day, for example.
Yeah, we're going to get into them later,
We're going to talk about them later because they had an album come out that we're going to talk about.
Yes, we are.
And we have Billy's 21st Century Breakdowns. We have another addition to that great segment. But we'll talk about that later in the show. But right now, it's all about Blink.
Of course. You know what I learned not too long ago? Blink-182 and Green Day and Jimmy World toured together.
Yeah, this was way back in the day.
I know.
I was like
back
in the day.
5, but still, not fair.
Anyone that went to that show, if you have your ticket stub,
hold on to that.
Hold on to that. That's a gem.
That really is. That's amazing. I wish I could have seen that show.
Sell that on eBay in like 20 years when they're all in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Jimmy World, I don't know.
Jimmy might not be, but Blink and Green Day.
Blink and Green Day, they're shoo-ins.
But that is definitely something to keep an eye out for in the coming month. Wow, the holidays are coming fast, believe it or not.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's already the 15th of November. Can you believe it?
I don't want to believe it.
Can you believe it?
I don't want to. I'm running
Turkey
out of time
Day is only a week away.
Oh, man. This is bad, dude.
Where time flies.
It really does.
Just does.
It really does. But before we get back to the music, there's one thing I do want to plug. If you are on campus tomorrow around 9 p.m., definitely head out down to Ryder's Pub, which is on the ground floor of the BLC, because we have 2 great bands performing tomorrow acoustically. It starts at 9:10 p.m. The first artist is John McManus. He's an acoustic artist from Philadelphia. And then following him is the Paper Jets, who are actually Rider alum, and this is gonna be their first time playing here in a while. So we're more than happy to have them back.
And the Paper Jets, friends of the show, they've come on a few times. They've had an album released.
Yes, they did. We Are All Strange Friends is their latest one.
So if you want to come check out that music, head down to the Rider Pub tomorrow night. It's a free show.
Free show. All you need is your Rider ID. It's 18 plus to enter, 21 to drink. So no funny business.
Yeah. Yeah. You. I see you.
There's that one kid plotting
that
next
one
to this
kid,
radio.
You.
How can I sneak it in? Not that we're encouraging that.
Of course not.
Because then it's my ass. All right, so let's get back to the music.
Yeah, buddy.
I think we got some AC/DC coming up.
Ooh.
So
live AC/DC.
Live AC/DC. They're cheering for us, though.
They are. They're really just cheering for the show.
All right.
They're cheering because we're done.
And we're back on 107.7 The Bronc. You're listening to Punk with Ryan and Steve. What you did just hear was Money Talks by AC/DC and, wow, I'm blanking. Radio Player by Alistair.
And there's a very good chance you heard that, not just on the air, but online at 107.7thebronc.com and on our mobile app, which is free in the Android and Apple markets. Actually, it's not even Android anymore. It's Google Play.
Google Play?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't own an Android, but I know it's Google Play.
What the hell?
I own an iPhone. And let me tell you about iPhones. The glass cases that they have on them, they look nice and they're all shiny and everything.
Oh, no.
But God forbid you drop it 2 feet onto the pavement.
Do you still have your Beep app?
I do have my Beep app, but I'm not going to have to get it up here. I'm going to self-censor myself. But I am so upset because my screen shattered last night. I've had this phone for almost 2 years, and it finally happened. And literally, in the last week, I've seen 5 different phones with shattered screens, thinking, I don't want that to happen to me. And it did. And it did!
You know, Lawrence, his iPhone got run over by a bike and a Honda Civic all within 10 minutes.
Did it break?
After the bike, no. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to walk slowly to go pick it up.
Did it get run over by a reindeer?
No, that's just grandma.
Yeah. Well, she's a drunk anyway. She was asking for it!
Hey, Steven, don't make me come in there.
Whoa, Grandma. Were you speaking to me from heaven?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't have any grandparents.
Bad.
You're the one. You brought it up.
No, I didn't. You did.
You did.
Ugh.
All right, well, we're a music show, so let's talk about music.
Person. All right, so
Senses Fail.
Hell is the DS. So, Senses Fail. If you're a big Senses Fail fan, we got good news for you. Because they are also back in the studio, and they plan to have an album out in 2013. But, if you didn't know, their last album they released was called The Fire. Unless you were a really big Senses Fail fan, there was no way you were going to know that came out because they didn't promote it or anything.
There was absolutely no promotion. And if there was, I didn't see it.
I stumbled across it in FYE, but FYE wanted $23 for it. I don't understand it.
That's a very odd price.
It was an odd price for not even a deluxe edition. It was just the CD. They wanted $23. It was so indie the hipsters couldn't afford it. So, besides The Fire, they also recently released a greatest hits album called Follow Your Bliss, which included 4 new tracks. It basically included its own little EP. It was pretty cool. And they promoted that over the summer when they played on the Vans Warped Tour. And I saw them. They were really, really good.
Tell me about it. What kind of show did they put on?
Well, the first thing Buddy, the lead singer, did, he just ran out on stage. All right, you scumbags, who wants to party?
All right.
So if you had some sensitive fans, they were probably a little upset. But the only thing I had one complaint, besides the fact the music, everything was great, their volume was drowned out by everyone else. Because some reason, I feel like I've been to 2 Warped Tours now. So, I mean, that's not the greatest way to judge, but I feel like the Tilly's stage, Tilly's is a clothing sponsor, always has volume problems. It just seems that way. Because the year before that, when I saw Drugs, their band.
You saw Drugs.
I saw Drugs.
The band. Drugs the band.
Destroy, rebuild until God shows. That's what it stands for. But their audio was completely drowned out too. I don't know. Maybe it's just Long Island. We're just having a lot of problems. But we're having a lot of audio problems, and it's a nightmare.
Anyway, well, this album coming out, Follow Your Bliss, it's going to be...
No, that's already out.
Oh, it's already out?
They didn't name this one yet.
Duh.
Follow Your Bliss.
That was the last one we're talking about. Okay.
Follow Your Bliss was the greatest hits.
That was the greatest hits, and that was the 6th album that they released. The 5th, they've only had 5 studio albums, because that one doesn't count.
Right.
Greatest hits don't count. Sorry,
right.
They just don't.
They don't.
Okay.
It usually gives people scared because they think they're breaking up.
So this will be their 6th studio album, which is cool because this is now the 10-year mark.
Is it?
Yeah, well, their first album came out in 2002.
Oh, really?
So,
I actually thought for a minute they were a little bit of a 90s band.
Well, no, they are. They
didn't get anything out substantial.
Technically not 90s band because they formed in the early 2000s.
Oh, then they're not a 90s.
So they're not a 90s band because they found they're a Jersey band, so we should know this.
That they are.
We should know this.
They started this around the same time My Chemical Romance got started.
Right. So yeah, it was early 2000s. So congratulations to Senses Fail.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, that explains why the greatest hits came out. Okay.
There you go. Yup.
And then the light bulb turned on.
Ding.
All right, so we gotta play commercials. So we will play we'll play a song and then we're gonna hit you up with some commercials. So stay tuned to 107.7 The Bronc. And we're back on 107.7 The Bronc. You're listening to Punk with Ryan and Steve. And you just heard Watch the Sky by something Corporate, and a little bit of commercial shimmied in there. And then you just heard after that. Oh, there
Before
goes
after
my
that.
memory again. Garden State by Senses Fail, which is kind of sad that I didn't remember that because we were just talking about it.
Yeah, that Senses Fail band, never heard of them before.
You've never heard of them, no.
It's not like we were just talking about them for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're from Jersey, and they formed in 2002 and have 6 albums and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't... completely blank.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. That's the best band name. There's a band out there called Never Heard of It.
Really?
I think that's genius.
I feel like you can have a lot of fun with band names.
What?
You can have a lot of fun with band names.
Oh, you could. And then they're wasted with like sentence fragments.
Like if I was going to start a band, I would just call it That Band. It's probably already been done before.
It definitely has.
It's definitely been done before. It's not even funny. I mean,
No.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. No. After me. After you. After
Mine?
me.
Mine?
After
Mine?
mine. Okay.
All right, go.
So Green Day came out with this new album. I don't know if you heard about that.
Dos
Dos Equis.
Equis.
That'd been great if they put the Dos Equis man on the cover. Just saying.
Yeah, right. They got
really-
faces on it, so they might as well just throw him in there.
That's going to be the spoof album.
The spoof album.
But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But before we talk about that, we're going to talk about the Monster Energy Drink Outbreak Tour.
All right, so for all you hardcore fans out there, this is going to be big news for you. So Icy Stars has been added to the Monster Energy Drink Outbreak Tour in place of Suicide Silence, who just lost their frontman Mitch Lucker in a horrible motorcycle accident. So they've been added to the tour alongside Asking Alexandria, Memphis May Fire, As I Lay Dying, Attila, and many more. This thing has got at least 50 bands on it. It's literally like the emo Woodstock. So it's pretty crazy.
That sounds crazy. So the emo Woodstock, instead of everybody passing doobies around, they're just going to be slitting wrists.
Yeah, and beating the crap out of each other.
Sounds like a lot of fun. It's a family weekend, of course. Bring the kids. We'll have a blast.
But, so the guitarist from Asking Alexandria, Ben Bruce, has stated a portion of all tickets and official tour t-shirts sold will go to Mitch's daughter for the Kennedy Lucker Education Fund. He also stated Icy Stars has been added to the bill not as a replacement by any means, but as another band whose love and passion for music and their fans is as tired and true as ours. Now more than ever, we need to come together, celebrate our collective love of music, and show compassion and solidarity in our scene. So, I mean, this whole tour is pretty much like a tribute to Mitch Lucker.
And that's a great thing, too.
Yeah.
I really hope they do some sort of memorial.
They did already.
No, I mean like at the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe like a moment of silence or dedicate a song to him. Maybe
Definitely.
dedicate the whole show to him.
They actually, if you look at the poster art for this, he is in the faded background. You see his face.
That's cool.
It's really cool
That's
how they
cool.
put it together.
But yeah, it's always sad to see
Any
Anyone
musician.
pass.
Especially for a band like Suicide Silence. If you haven't heard of them, they've been around for quite a while. I don't remember the year. Steve, if you want to bring that up really quick.
Okay.
Please.
I'll bring it up. We've talked about this before. I can't get it up in an instant, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. What am I, Superman?
You're slow to rise.
I don't even know what I'm looking up. What am I looking up?
Just look up Suicide Silence
Okay.
in Wikipedia.
Okay, so according to the Wikipedia page...
When did they get together?
They got together in 2002.
Everyone's
it's
getting
2002.
together.
2002 is the magical year, apparently.
It is the magical.
It's where everybody was like, hey, let's start a band right now.
All different genres and everything. Now, we're starting a band this year. All right, but yeah, they are definitely very, very influential to the hardcore scene, and he'll be missed. We've actually talked about him in a previous show, but our heart goes out to his daughter and family and friends. On to some happier news. Green Day's Dos.
Dos. Okay, so this is the second in their trilogy coming out.
So what do you think?
Dos, my initial impression was, well, first of all, Uno kind of lowered my standards a little bit because I had such high standards going into Uno that it was kind of hard to meet.
Right.
But Uno was a great album. I mean, it's not...
It was solid.
It was solid. I wouldn't say great. Great's pushing it.
Yes.
But Dos, not as good.
Really?
I'm not feeling it. It's...
I liked... Well, no, there was some that were like, okay, this could have been thrown together by anyone.
Yeah, well,
but,
that's the typical Green Day feel. Is it's simplistic, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Simple doesn't mean bad.
Well, I mean, a lot of their songs that seemingly are simplistic, they're actually very complex.
Oh, yeah, it's deceptively hard.
Yeah,
So
that's like Foo Fighters.
Exactly. It looks like it's maybe just 3-4 chords and some whiny vocals, but it's actually a lot more.
Yeah.
But then again, the last 3 Green Day albums, I hated them at first, and I ended up falling in love with them, so maybe that'll happen
American
with Dos.
Idiot.
Yeah, American Idiot, 21st Century, and Uno. Hated them all. First playthrough, I'm like, this is garbage. But I love them all. Well, I love the first 2. I'm not still on that boat for Uno, but... Dos!
Well, one thing that definitely stood out, at least on Dos, the Stray Heart music video. Did you see that?
I haven't. So please, tell me about it.
It is actually really, really clever. It's pretty much a guy who's just in a record store. Of course, they're gonna throw it. He's going through Green Day records, of course. But he sees this girl right across. She gives him the eyes. You know the eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes. Like I'm giving Steve right now. I'm just batting my
he's
eyelashes.
batting his eyelashes at me.
I think you're gonna say he's batting his asses.
Oh, he's batting his asses at me.
But anyway, he's staring at this girl. Then he goes past her. He goes to the cash register. The girl at the cash register feels up this guy's hand.
Oh yeah.
But then you get a wide shot of the guy. There's a big hole in his chest where his heart would be, and there's blood coming out.
Clean up on aisle 1.
Yeah, exactly. He's even looking at the ground. He sees a trail following him.
Well.
And then he goes to what I guess is his ex-girlfriend's house because he's trying to. And obviously she's a big Green Day fan because he bought 8 records for her. So he hands her the records. She's like, "Oh, thank you," and slams the door in his face.
Wow. Wow.
But,
she sounds like a nice lady.
Oh yeah. She looks like Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Okay, so she looks like a nice lady. She sounds like a real charmer.
But so he just sits there. He's still bleeding out the chest. He goes to this other girl's house, so I guess it's his best friend or whatever. He sees his heart on a CGI body, his heart is the head, and there's a CGI body under it, smoking a marijuana cigarette.
A marijuana cigarette.
And it's just chilling there, half naked, and it's just laying back, and it's just smoking.
Goodness golly gee, Ryan. Somebody hide the children. They might find out about this. That's just terrible.
But it's actually really clever because he ends up chasing his heart all around San Francisco.
That's cool.
And his heart jumps out the window and flips him off on his way down.
Now, I'm going to have to go watch this after the show because this sounds very interesting.
It's a very entertaining video.
Now, I'd like to talk about another video, if you don't mind. It's from Uno, but it's awesome. It's the video for Kill the DJ. Have you seen that?
That was a good video.
Now, that's a great video. That's more of what I love to see. It's just great cinematography. It's awesome. And that's the kind of sound that I want to hear out of Green Day. I don't know why. It's not.
You like that?
Yeah.
Most people hated it.
It sounds more like the Tubs, the Foxborough Hot Tubs, their side project. I love that. It's awesome.
I thought it was a really... They're trying to combine all 3 here.
Yeah.
They're trying to find network Green Day and Foxborough.
I could definitely hear more of the Foxborough hot tub influence in Dose, which I did like. So that's kind of what's saving this album for me.
I definitely liked it. What I expected of Uno was, at least I heard it. There was a lot of, if you listen to the album Warning, I heard a lot of that influence. The sort of acoustic-y at parts. But that's just my opinion. But honestly, they've been making tons of videos for these albums. About every song on Uno, except for save 3, have videos. But it's like they're just throwing money to make videos because some of these videos are just them playing.
Well, that's what happens, right?
I know, but
that's how you promote.
But they're all literally like the same shots, the same everything. It's kind of because I was looking yesterday morning at work, and I was just like, all right, well, what's so special about these videos? Because unless you're Green Day because you have a lot of money, videos are something that you save for your best songs.
So are you telling me you were at work looking up Green Day videos?
Yes.
You were not working?
You're implying that my job involves work.
Yeah, you're implying that I do my job either. But yeah, no, it starts to get tired. And usually, you save the music videos for the singles.
Right.
For the really hit songs. But it seems like they're just making a video for every single song.
They are, literally.
So, I don't know. It's going to get to the point where Billy Joe's just going to pick up a camera and say, I'm going to film for 5 minutes. And we're just going to throw this together and make a video.
Yeah.
And
voila. I'm not giving you obviously, I'm not giving you the best incentive to go check out their videos right now. But if you do have the curiosity to look,
it killed the cat. Just saying.
You will probably notice a very high similarity. Anyway,
you be the judge.
Yes, you be the judge. Anyway, we're gonna play a song here, and then we're gonna play some more commercials, and we'll be back on 107.7 The Bronc.
.com.
And this is Punk with Ryan and damn.
And that guy,
that guy, the blonde kid.
Yeah.
That one. Brick. That's it. I was gonna call him Stone. Not implying nothing. We'll be back. And we're back on 107.7 The Bronc. You're listening to Punk with Ryan and Steve.
And Schmeeb.
And Schmeebles.
Hey guys.
And we love Schmeebles. He is the traffic director here at 107.7 The Bronc.
TheBrank.com. Where you may be listening to us online.
Or on app.
Or on app.
But Steve can't because his iPhone broke.
Oh, no, it's not broken. It's just the screen is a little bit shattered.
At least you had the protector on
it works.
So it didn't fall apart.
Yeah.
At least Steve was wearing his protection.
Yeah, protection. Practice safe texting.
Practice safe texting.
Yeah. So.
That's great. All right.
That last song you heard, it was Morrissey Playground, Sex and Candy. And before that it was...
Grey Heart by Green Day off their newest album, Dos Equis.
Dos Equis, which is what it should be named. But if you missed it before the break, we were talking about Dos and how it's the second release by Green Day in the last 2 months, 3 months.
Yep,
sorry.
And then the next one's not going to be till January.
So they got one more coming up in that trilogy.
They should have just released the third one
That's
right before
Trey,
Christmas.
Right?
Yes, Trey will be the third.
And then Quattro.
Quattro actually is coming out.
You serious?
Yeah, no, there is an album coming out, Quattro. It's supposed to be like a...
By Green Day?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought they stopped
it's
at
like
Trey for
it's
the
like a
pun
bonus
words.
feature thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a special features, that kind of thing.
Like them commenting over songs or something like that?
No, it's literally just like probably a DVD or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're going to sell all three of them in a set, which makes sense. But, all right, so...
Back to the music news. Ryan...
Kurt Cobain news.
Kurt Cobain news. He's never out of the news. He may be no longer in the world, but he's always in the news.
All right, so
what happened
this
this
is actually
time?
going to be interesting.
Don't tell me it's Courtney Love again.
I want to make a joke, but I can't do it in good faith.
No, but wait. It is Courtney Love, but it's not
dear.
from the perspective that we know.
Really?
Oh.
All right, so there is another new Kurt Cobain documentary being made.
Oh, boy.
As if there haven't been enough already.
Yeah.
I think we know the story by now. But a new documentary by Kurt Cobain confirmed by filmmaker Brett Morgan in the works and expected to come out in 2012, according to the New York Post. Courtney Love, this is by the filmmaker stating this, Courtney Love is the one that brought this to me into this. Morgan told the paper, noting that he and Love have been talking about the project since 2007. We've been trying very hard to find the right time to put this film together, and this time is now. How this man is magical if he actually found a way to reason with Courtney Love.
That's incredible because Courtney Love, if I am correct, and I know I
Is
am,
a nutcase?
When they made one of the Guitar Hero games, they made Kurt Cobain a playable character, and she complained and complained that she wasn't getting any money, any royalties, and they're using his image. They had to rip him from the game.
Yep.
Come on, Courtney, let it go.
She's using a dead guy to get money. Like what's
That's
wrong
horrible.
With you?
There's a special circle in hell for people like her.
And then there was that whole thing where she accused Dave Grohl of trying to get with her daughter.
Like, she's just the worst kind of person.
She is the worst kind of person. It's horrible. Now that I'm all riled up.
Yeah.
He's all Ryaned up.
I'm all Ryaned up.
Oh, Ryan, we never talked about Billy Joe's 21st Century Breakdowns.
21st Century Breakdown.
So the latest we talked about was the potential of canceling tour dates because he's still going through his rehab and whatnot.
Because of that lost minute or so or whatever it may be?
No, all because iHeartRadio.
He only had a minute left.
Yeah,
that was it.
I forget the entire story. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't follow Green Day much.
I know.
Anyway, so before it was just a rumor that they might have to cancel some shows, well, it's happened. And it happened to the show that I was going to.
Oh, no, that was the show I was going to.
Yeah, so they haven't canceled, they've postponed and pushed back and rescheduled their shows. So, it's officially happened. Billy Joe, he's one flew over the cuckoo's nest to the point where they can't play gigs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That would make the show so much better if he's nuts.
I'm taking the pop filter.
Pop filter.
What are you doing with the mic condom?
Don't worry about it.
He's practicing.
I'm practicing safe radio now.
There you go. I was looking for the right word.
There we go. But yes, it's now a reality where they've had to move shows, and hopefully, I wish Billy Joe a speedy recovery because I hope he can come back and play these shows. So they don't have to postpone them again.
Now, did they say what he was in rehab for? Because honestly, it seemed a lot more than just anger during that flip out.
I guess just anger.
He's had alcohol problems.
Yeah, no, it seemed like he was drinking a little. So
he definitely has had alcohol problems in the past.
Well, yeah, that's before though, and he said he was reformed and all that.
Yeah.
But
all the stuff stars say. But
I honestly don't know why he was drinking. Life.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, he's got it pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Girls just want to have fun.
All
right.
Sorry. The guy liner's not helping.
Joel just wants to have fun.
The guy liner's not helping. All right. Well, we do have actually one more thing to discuss. Album releases. But let's save that. We'll save that for a little bit.
Aww.
Well, come on. We always do that at the end, near the end anyway.
Okay. So we're going to tease you. We're only going to talk about the topic of album releases.
No,
we actually, we've already spilled the beans. We've already talked about one album release.
Well, two, if you count the special release. You don't know what that's going to be completely.
I was actually going to talk about something going on Madison Square Garden.
Whoa.
What about the Madison Square Garden?
Okay, there we go. Okay. Madison Square Garden has announced the all-star lineup of 12-12-12, a concert to be held December 12th with proceeds going to Robin Hood Relief Fund for victims of Hurricane Sandy. The acts performing include John Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, Kanye West, Alicia Keys, Roger Waters, Paul McCartnney, Billy Joel, and The Who.
That's such a weird lineup.
That's such an amazing lineup.
It's something for everyone, though.
Are you kidding me?
I know, but it's just like an odd...
Well, it's because it's trying to get relief for everyone.
Well, no, I understand. I understand.
How do I give my firstborn child to go to this concert? Because I feel like that's what it would cost to go to this thing.
The only reason I want to go is The Who, but...
I would go to see John Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, Kanye West, Billy Joel.
I'm not a huge fan of The Boss, to be honest with you.
I'm not either, but just to say I saw him.
But to see him, yeah.
But the event producers, James Dolan, I love that name. James Dolan, John Sykes, and Harvey Weinstein issued the statement about the event. 12-12-12 is shaping up to be a showcase of music royalty. The response from the entertainment community to help those most affected by Hurricane Sandy has been nothing short of astounding. We expect to announce additional legendary performers in the near future, and we are confident that the event will ensure those in need will not be forgotten, and vital aid will be directed to rebuilding our communities along the East Coast. So, wow, they're really on board.
Yeah, they are.
I do like that, though.
This does piss me off a little bit, though, because where was this for Hurricane Katrina?
Well, there was
Green
Day and U2.
They had a show, but they didn't have a super show like this. This is like every fangirl's wet dream show.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right. Paul McCartney did do something for Katrina, I remember. So I mean, he's always.
And yet again,
no. I'm not saying
was
that they
a different
didn't.
Time.
I'm not saying they didn't do anything. I'm just saying they didn't all do it at once.
Yeah.
Like this is a super event.
This is
Like when I say that tickets are going to be ridiculous, I mean it.
yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to sell my soul, donate my body to science, give my arm, my leg,
Your
my
first
firstborn child.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can give. I'm out of fingers on one hand.
Probably your degree.
Yeah,
Well,
probably
you
my
already gave him
degree.
the arm, so I don't know how you're counting on that hand to begin with.
God, just to go to this show. But you know what? It would be worth it.
How would you get there?
I don't know. That's a good
because
question.
You're running out of limbs, so
It's
well,
gonna-
no,
I
would-
walking is not an option.
I could hop. I'd have one leg still.
It's going to cost
okay.
you just about as much as like a lifetime supply of gasoline at this point. So
And luckily for you, the Madison Square Garden is right in Penn Station, so you could honestly just take the train with your one leg.
that's an expensive train.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
it
it
is.
on Saturday. It's honestly 30 to go. Good to go back and forth. 30.
Yeah, but how much is this ticket we're talking about here?
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. I know. That's an expensive train ride. Yes, it is very expensive.
Oh,
train
that's
ride.
a
You
very
got to be sure
expensive
that
train
you're
ride.
willing to give up those arms, legs, and souls.
You know,
And children.
We might have to sell off the station just to get one ticket.
Just one.
There can only be one.
And then we'll see Steve coming back with the ticket stub. My precious.
Yeah, I will come back a mangled heap. I will just be a torso at that point
Yeah,
because I'll have to sell the rest of my
floating
limbs
head.
to
like,
get back.
like Monty Python.
Yeah.
floating head.
I will be the Black Knight.
Come back
Me and
here,
that
yes.
flesh
Tis a flesh wound. All right, before we get
I'll
into
gnaw your
Monty
fingers
Python
off.
jokes. No, before we get into Monty Python jokes, let's play another song.
All right, we are gonna play for you. Well, I haven't heard this song in a while.
You haven't because you're not talking to the mic.
Nope, can't hear
Oh.
about
You haven't heard me in a few seconds.
There you go.
I'm gonna play this song because this is a song that I actually have never got to play on the air yet. So here is "Glory" by Sugar Ray.
Yeah, buddy.
Enjoy.
107.7 The Bronc and 107.7thebronc.com. This is Punk with Ryan and Steve. Joining us this evening is Schmeeb.
Schmeebles.
Hello.
A night with Schmeeb. That was Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue. Before that, Ryan, it was
It was "Glory" by Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
Yummy.
It was yummy. I love that song.
So anyway, before the break, or before we played music, we were talking about this super concert that's going to come up. It's 12-12-12, held in the Madison Square Garden.
The only Madison Square
the
Garden.
If they
cathedral
really wanted
of
the
just
profit off of
everything.
this, they would do 12-21-12 and be like, hey, if the world's going to end, we're at least going to have a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, I mean, I'm already doing something special for the end of the world eve.
I'm playing with the Slackers.
I'm buying me a firearm and going zombie hunting.
Yeah, zombie hunting. Well, we can all talk about stocking up on zombie supplies. We already went over the whole fail-safe scenario. Whoa. Someone's face got too close to the mic and squealed.
I'm so sorry,
God, that hurt. That is not okay.
Technical difficulties, the bro.
Oh, dear God.
That was great.
Ow.
Our good friend Schmeeb is now deaf.
What?
What? Exactly. Anyway, the super concert, it's one more time, the lineup of people already confirmed. Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, Kanye West, Alicia Keys, Roger Waters, Paul McCartney, Billy Joel and The Who. Wow.
All right, last time I remember Kanye West being involved with anything hurricane related, it went really
I'm really
insanely
happy for
crazy
you. I'm
wrong.
going to let you finish. But Kanye West is the greatest rapper of all time.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Debatable.
he's not. That's very debatable. That's very debatable.
Is he even a rapper anymore?
I have no idea.
I don't know what they call him.
I think he's more of just an artist.
Yeah.
Who knows?
the last
can you
thing
call it that?
thing I saw by him, he thought he was in a painting. So
Oh, yeah. I
you know
remember
him, bro.
that.
He was on
Yeah,
SNL.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just such a jam-packed
It
lineup
is.
already.
A jam-packed lineup?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they said that they even have more people that want to play.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Like
I
who?
bet.
Yeah, they're trying
Is
to
there
add.
any-
I would
there
love
any,
to play with the Who.
rumors?
They want to add quote additional legendary performers. That could be Aerosmith. Just thinking, Aerosmith would be sick.
I am legitimately deaf now.
He might be deaf. Green Day could pair up if Billy could get his act
I don't
together.
see Green Day going on
Yeah, I
there.
don't see that happening.
He's got to get out of rehab first.
Yeah.
They tried to make him go to rehab, and it kind of actually happened.
Yeah, it could have happened.
But Steve, you know what we haven't plugged yet?
What? Oh, I do know we haven't plugged. So Ryan, go ahead and plug it.
All
Something's
right.
happening this Monday.
It is happening this Monday.
Monday,
If you are if you are free Monday night around 7:30 and you just so happen want to take a drive to Westminster campus, or you're already on Westminster campus for various reasons, please check out Circle K's Canna Concert. Steve and I will be performing, and along with other rider artist Shadowplay. I'm sorry, I mean the guy is Shadowplay, the band's Andrew Corkery. But there's going to be a lot of other people. It's after the scheduled performers, there's going to be a bunch of open mic stuff. So definitely come down. All you need is a can to get in. The can acts as your ticket. Just a can of non-perishable food, which goes out, I believe, to Hurricane Sandy victims, but I'm not 100%. It might also go to less fortunate families for Thanksgiving. Which either way, it's a great cause, and definitely head down there.
Yeah, and it's going to be great. You're going to get to see Ryan perform a few songs.
Yay.
You're going to get to see me perform a few songs.
Yay!
You're going to get to see Shmeeb perform nothing.
No, you're just going to see Shmeeb.
You're going to get to see Shmeeb perform absolutely nothing.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's not a big deal. He can't hear us anyway.
Yeah, that happens.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah,
this is a music show. So, yeah, no, this actually.
Wait, what?
I
This
didn't
isn't
even.
the
I didn't even
lounge?
pick this song. This is a request going out to my lovely mother, who's listening into the show.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Steve's mom.
Anyway, we're gonna get back to the music. It's the Foo Fighters with Rope. 107.7 The Bronc. 107.7thebronc.com. 107.7 The Bronc and 107.7thebronc.com.
There we go.
This is Punk with Ryan and Steve and Shmeeb.
And we're talking about Punk Goes Pop 5.
And we're talking about Punk Goes Pop 5.
Well,
And how bad it was.
Yeah, it was,
hey, call me maybe it was good.
It was off key.
Call me terrible. So anyway, the last song that you heard before those commercials was Miss Murder by AFI, and before that, you heard Rope by the Foo Fighters. Speaking of the Foo Fighters, speaking of Dave Grohl, what's Dave Grohl up to these days?
Dave Grohl.
Well,
You take the way.
anyway,
Lead the way.
well,
Lead the brigade.
one of my favorite bands is the Queens of the Stone Age. So, that being said, when they broke up, I was a little upset. Anyway, they've been recording a new album, and who's on drums? Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Dave freaking Grohl. This guy can do everything. He's the nicest guy in rock and roll. He shreds. He drums like a champ. Man, I don't know.
The only thing I've never seen him play is bass, but I'm sure he can.
Well, if he plays guitar, it's pretty much hand in hand. But, I mean,
Not necessarily.
Some people would argue that one.
this isn't the first time that Dave's played with the Queens, because he was playing on drums on their breakthrough album, Songs for the Deaf, and he toured with them in support for the album. So it's not like this is the first time he's worked with them. But anyway, in other news, also helping out with the new Queens of the Stone Age album, Trent Reznor.
And that in his name actually plays into new album releases coming out. So
Yes, it does.
so many connections tonight.
So I don't know. This is it's turning into a super band almost, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
This is gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this album. When's it coming out?
Queens
They
of the Super
don't
Band.
have a release date yet. It says it's due sometime in 2013.
Okay.
So another reason to hope that the world doesn't end in December.
Oh yeah.
But
oh dear.
I think it's just great. It's
I think
gonna
you're
sound
just great.
I hope it's gonna sound great. I just can't wait.
Well,
My ear holes are
That
ready.
didn't rhyme at all.
It didn't rhyme on purpose.
Uh-huh.
But anyway.
All right.
Speaking
So.
of Queens of the Stone Age, unless you want to say something else,
Oh
Ryan,
no. Keep going.
because I was gonna play some music.
Oh, all right.
I
So
was gonna play some-
we'll save album releases after the break.
Yeah, album releases. We
Do it,
have
do it.
we have a few to talk about. Ryan, that's your specialty. But if you're wondering what Dave Grohl sounds like on the drums, listen to Nirvana.
He sounds like drums.
If you want to hear what Dave Grohl sounds like with the Queens of the Stone Age, you just got to keep it tuned to
I think they're
107.7 The Bronc, because it's
Nope.
First It's Give It, off of that breakthrough album by the
Right
Queens
now.
of the Stone Age on 107.7 The Bronc. Oh, 107.7 The Bronc and 107.7thebronc.com. That was Trendy by Real Big Fish. This is DJ Spence, 3 o'clock Ska Block.
And this is DJ Spence too. Whoa.
He's listening right now. This is
Just
great.
kidding. It's 107.7 The Bronc, 107.7thebronc.com. This is Punk with Ryan and Steve, and you just heard some Real Big Fish. We were having our own skank pit in here. It was
Oh,
Are
great.
you
yeah, it
sure
was
it isn't
great.
Spunk?
It was great. Anyway,
Superman by Goldfinger?
Superman
Yeah, by
by
Goldfinger. Anyway, and before that, you heard First It Giveth by Queens of the Stone Age with Dave Grohl on drums, of course.
Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl.
And before I so rudely interrupted Ryan with that awesome music, he was going to talk about album releases.
Okay. I'm sorry. We have none. No, I'm kidding.
Wah, wah.
Wah,
Womp.
Yeah, because
wah.
Dose didn't come out or anything.
What?
Because Dose didn't come out.
Nope, didn't happen.
Nope, didn't happen.
Nope.
Only Zool.
All right.
So what you got?
So, if you're a Rolling Stones fan, I have good news. And you're about to go grr. That's the name of the album. The album is called Grr. It was a bad pun, and I'm proud of it. But definitely check out the album. It's probably going to be really cool. This is also, if you're a big Aerosmith fan and Rolling Stones fan, you're having a happy 2 weeks. And then also we got Koyoyokin. I don't know why they called it this, but this is the Deftones' new album. They've had one single out that we've actually been airing a lot on The Bronc called The Tempest. It's a really cool song. Definitely a lot of guitar solos. It's definitely very good. Infamous by Motionless in White. So if you're a hardcore fan, you'll love them. King Animal by Soundgarden. Soundgarden is back.
Yes, they are.
And definitely looking forward to check that one out.
15 years after their last album.
Yes, they are. The first thing
has it been that long?
Yeah, it really has.
Wow.
The first thing they've done since they broke up was play for the Avengers soundtrack.
Yeah, and that was their first single they came back with.
Yep, that song's on this album.
Yeah.
Then the other one we had was Dose by Green Day. We've talked about that. And we did talk about Blink earlier, but this involves Travis Barker. His new solo EP along with Yeah Wolf. It's called Psycho White EP. And I've checked out one of the songs. I mean, you might not be a fan of the rapping. If you are, that's great. I mean, I personally enjoy it. But the drums, holy crap.
Yeah.
He's insane.
I mean, that's what the man does.
That is what the man does. He broke his arm drumming once because he drummed so hard.
That's incredible.
That's believable.
And he survived a plane crash. This guy is a maniac.
Yeah, he did survive a plane crash.
He may be immortal.
He may be.
Just saying.
Maybe.
Maybe immortal.
So, also we got Silver and Gold by Sufjan Stevens. If you live under a rock, you know who that is. Because he's under that rock with you, probably.
He's living right next to you. You probably haven't even noticed.
Oh, attacking him. Oh, man. That's rough.
And this is regards to Trent Reznor. This is his wife's band, How to Destroy Angels. Trent Reznor takes a big part in that, but his wife is the lead singer and the lead production on it. They have a new EP out called An Omen, which just got released this week. Definitely check that out if you're a Trent Reznor fan. If you're a Woe Is Me fan, well, now you're probably a little bit torn because Woe Is Me has broken up. They're doing their own thing now, and now there's this new band, Issues. Their new EP is called
Also very
Black
good. Diamonds.
Issues pretty good. They've actually drifted from the Woe Is Me sound a bit, and they've made a new kind of cool sound. But they also have the same sound of every other band on Fearless Records.
Ooh, I wouldn't go after the record company there, Mr. Music.
Yeah, they don't send us anything.
Well,
Wonder why.
Oh, that's
if you're a Never Shout Never fan, they have a new album called Indigo. If you've ever heard the comedian Stephen Lynch, you've probably seen his stuff on the Comedy Central or something like that. He has a whole album out now, which we actually received at the station. We're going to try to get that on the air. It's called Lion. Definitely check it out. And Twilight fans, or no, we don't have those.
that's great.
No such thing.
No such thing. Their soundtracks, however, do have fans because they've actually had some good artists on their soundtracks in the past, such as Paramore, OK Go. There's definitely been more. I just can't think of them right now.
Ryan, what you're not realizing is it's 20 of midnight. All of the Twilight fans went to bed around 9 p.m.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
No, after their mommy showered them and all that, they went to bed around 8:30.
And read them a bedtime story.
Tucked them in, then made their lunch.
Warm
for
glass
tomorrow.
of milk, etc.
Well, that's why this album ad is for people who like good music. Green Day is one of the artists featured on this one. Actually, this song that's on the album is actually not on Dos or Uno. It's going to be the last track on the album Trey. It's actually a really cool song. It's actually like from what we've been getting from Uno and Dos, they're trying to get a very upbeat punk feel. This song actually reminds me of 21st Century Breakdown. So you're definitely getting something a little older there. And then our final album of the night is called B-Sides and Rarities. I don't know what this means for the band, but Boxer Rebellion released this. It might mean they're breaking up. It might just mean that they have a bunch of extra stuff that they want to show.
That literally just means they have an extra bunch of stuff they want to show.
Oh, no, but that's not always true, though, because Disturbed did that and they broke up.
Well, that just because Disturbed did it doesn't mean everyone's going to do it.
I know, I'm just saying.
I know there's a ton of bands that release B-sides. So
I'm starting to cry
you're right.
Deftones did.
It may mean they're breaking up,
I'm starting to cry a little now.
but it probably doesn't.
You brought up Disturbed. I'm sad.
I know. They might get back together if his throat ever gets better.
Hey, Shmeeb.
They
Are you
never,
disturbed
ever.
now?
Getting back together.
Yeah, they're never ever getting back together.
No.
But anyway, I'm glad you brought up that whole Soundgarden bit because that's a perfect segue into my next music segment. We're going old school here. It's Super Unknown, the album.
Ooh.
The song Fell on Black Days, the artist Soundgarden, the station 107.7 The Bronc.
On to
Keep it
Bronc.
here.
Oh, I'm getting excited. Hey, Steve, remember getting up?
The Bronc.
Just up.
Hey there. 107.7
Hi.
The Bronc, 107.7thebronc.com. This is Punk with Ryan, Steve, and Shmeeb.
Meow.
Meow.
And meow. And, well, that's about it, ladies and germs.
So we are just going to do a last-minute plug-a-roos. I went there.
Wubba-dub-dub, Fridays at 5.
So, yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow from 5 to 6 to hear some quality wubba-dub-dub.
Quality
Dubstep.
wubbin.
It's Dining with Dubstep.
Dining
With
dubstep.
Shmeeb, Brick, and the intern.
Steve really likes some quality wubbin.
Yeah.
That's how he gets up.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta wub me the right way.
Hey, you're wubbing me the wrong way.
No.
And all.
Aye, that's the wub.
All right, and then also,
I want you to show me the wub.
if you guys are done wubbing each other and you have time to make down to the pub at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, come down to the pub. It's free to all Rider students. All you got to do is show your ID. It's 18 to go, enter, 21 to drink, of course. No funny business, you wubbers. So,
Wubbers?
you wubbers.
That's an insult.
The Paper Jets and John McManus are playing. It's going to be a good time, so please come down and pay a visit. It's going to be really fun.
Will
and
Nicholson,
then
we're
also,
talking to you.
and then also Monday, if you're near Westminster or you're interested in showing up, all you have to do is bring in a can of non-perishable food for the less fortunate. And then just check out a bunch of the artists who are coming to who are playing, which is going to be Steve and I and another Rider band, Shadowplay, and a bunch of other artists. So come check it out.
Andrew Corkery.
Yeah, and also don't forget to check out our Facebook page. It's Punk on 107.7 The Bronc, where you can see all the songs that we played in the show, see some of the articles we talked about, and when we have bands on, we usually put their stuff up there too.
Yes, we do.
And also, don't forget to check out the Bronx Facebook page and give that a like so you can see all upcoming promotions, events, live
And
DJing
follow us on
events.
Twitter if you want to see every song we play every second.
We've also got a Twitter. So why not? And if you haven't already, and you're probably sick of us telling you to do it, but go download the free 107.7 The Bronc mobile app so you can take us wherever you go.
Just type in WRRC or Whiskey Roger Roger Charlie.
And don't worry if you're like me, like every other college student, and you're broke, because it's
phone.
free. It's so free.
It's all free.
It's all free.
Free falling.
Anyway, Ryan Hanratty, you are officially on the seat. Can you make it 4 in a row?
No, it's already 4. It's 5.
All right, this is going for 5. Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up the show, we're turning it over to the Groove Yard, and Ryan Hanratty is going to tell us who the first person is.
Marvin Gaye.
I said Barry White.
And if you said Barry White, you're correct.
Yeah! No!
So his first appearance on the show, Shmeeb with the win, Ryan Hanratty with the loss. I'm looking down the list, and I gotta say, Marvin Gaye's not even on the top 10.
Wow.
He's way down there.
Well, here it is. Here's the Groove Yard on 107.7 Bronc and 107.7thebronc.com.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Good night.